Hi, today we're going to show you how to access the NMUSD Wonders Streamlined Unit Assessments. If you noticed when you logged in to Illuminate today, that some of your tiles may have changed here if you were using these. A lot of people just come right over here, and that's fine. And you could go to Assessments and access all of the assessments by entering in some keywords and filtering for your grade level. Currently, I'm in as a fifth grade teacher. So if you are a fifth grade teacher and you go to this new blue tile called NMUSD Wonders with the airplane and click on it, it is actually going to create those filters for you, and you will only see NMUSD Wonders Streamlined Assessments for grade 5. And you notice up here, these are the keywords to search, NMUSD Wonders, and then we've gone ahead and added the fifth grade filter. Now you can change this and find something else now from the screen, but for the purpose of this screencast, we're going to walk you through the new assessments. So if I click on this, and I have not given the assessment yet, I'm going to get this window popping up with some things that I can do. So if you are giving it paper pencil and you want to print answer sheets, you can do that. We have added a number of materials here, and you can click on download materials. You'll notice that you have 4 different materials that you can download. One would be the item bank teacher booklet. So these materials match the streamlined version. The materials that you have, printed out already in your booklet form are going to be the long version, the full version of the assessment. So if you want to use the printed version of the streamlined assessment, then you're going to want to print this student booklet. We also included the teacher introduction and overview, as well as these are automatically generated. Even though it says web only, if you click on it, it actually generates it and downloads it for you. So if you wanted to have that handy for any reason, you could do that. Notice it's going to put it on my desktop. I can just pick the location where I want to save it. I always recommend, because this title doesn't really make sense, that you would maybe say grade 5, unit 1, assessment. Might even say NMUSD Wonders, and then get rid of this number. And because there's a number of materials, I would keep teacher booklet there, so I knew what I downloaded. So it takes a minute to download, and then if you wanted to see what it was. So this is actually the streamlined version of the assessment, and you could see everything. And since it's the teacher booklet, it also has the correct answers, as well as the standards that are tagged for each of the questions. So that's a helpful document for you. Teacher introduction and overview is just straight out of the book, and so that's also handy and has the rubrics in there as well. The last thing in this screencast that I want to show you is that if you go back to the overview, you also can preview the assessment right here. So if you didn't want to download it, you could just preview it. And it'll come up as if you're taking the test, except you're not. So you could walk through the test, and you actually could take it, so you have a good understanding of what your students will be going through. When you're done, review, finish test. Students get the opportunity to go back and see any of their answers and fix them before they actually click finish and finish again, because it noticed that I had some unanswered questions. So this is the online piece, and I'm actually going to do this in a separate screencast so that we chunk this into pieces. So if I click my overview again, I get that window back, and there are some other options here that that we'll cover in the online assessment. So that is it for this screencast. Contact edtech@nmusd.us if you have any questions.